It's coffee time! Pajama coffee time! It was one of those days, actually this happens a lot, but it was one of those days where I got home and immediately went, where are my pajama pants? Why am I not in my pajama pants already? Like the second I was in the door, I was just drop everything, find pajama pants. It's one of those days, dude. I needed it to happen. Also, Courtney is awesome. Was able to part with a couple of her shirts. I still haven't had the chance to like go over and help her out, but she found a bunch of awesome shirts and was willing to give them away, and they're all so soft, and I got this one from her and I love it. It's like the perfect bagginess and it's the perfect softness, and that coupled with pajama pants is just glory. I'm just so happy. I'm really comfortable right now. The cat is not so comfortable. He has been I feel like every single coffee time for the last few days has been me saying at one point, the cat is tripping balls. The cat was tripping balls quite a bit while I was making news. I think maybe he's settled down now. He's settled down a little bit. That's good. That's probably for the best. For this entire endeavor, that's probably for the best. But yes, hold on. So today I was concerned because Allie told us that typically when she rides roller coasters all day, then when she tries to go to sleep, she feels like she's on a roller coaster. And both Courtney and I were like, no, that sounds terrible, because Courtney had the motion sickness and I had the almost passing out. So I was like, Anyway, so I was like, oh no, I don't want to feel like I'm on a roller coaster later. I don't want that. But I didn't. So excited. Also, today, TB uploaded a little snippet of footage on his... Yes, that was a small part of the amount of footage that we took. I guarantee you. He uploaded a really small part of us playing Star Wars Connect, which was him and Jesse against each other at the dancing section. Hilarious. So funny. And of course, I'm in the background. I'm like on this huge couch with like my feet dangling and drinking a bottle of wine. Just straight up a bottle of wine. We were all drinking our own bottles of wine. It was not just me. But it must have been a hilarious video to people who were not expecting what happened in that video. It was so ridiculous. The other things that happened were Jesse and I went against each other at the dancing one, and then Jesse and I attempted the story mode of that game, which is just ridiculous. So hopefully I'll be able to get like a little nugget of footage to be able to put up, because I think the world needs to see. I think the world needs to know. I had so many issues with that game. The dancing part, aced. I was totally fine with the dancing part. The actual story part, my arms could not handle that game. And Jesse was like, you gotta jump more. So then there was just a point where it was just me jumping up and down and flailing, which I have been told a lot happens when you're playing that game. But I was like, this game is so weird. This game is so weird, but kind of awesome. Also, the major component for my Kerrigan costume finally got here. It took so long. I was getting so nervous. I was like, oh no, I want this to go well. I also rolled the dice, and my next hair color is going to be normal. So I decided that I should just dye it like the dark browny red color that Kerrigan's hair is. That way I can just use my own hair for the shoot. And it'll be fun. It'll be fun. It'll be fun to have like a normal hair color. It'll be fun. It'll be weird though. Even just blonde is weird. I was talking to my mom today and she was like, I really like the blonde on you, and I was like, it's so hard to comb through. Any of you who have ever bleached your hair and had it long enough that like you needed to comb through it, it's so hard to comb through, and I don't understand why. Like the second that once it's done drying, it's fine. It's like soft and happy and whatever. But right when I'm out of the shower, it does not want to behave at all. It's like insane. It's taking over the world. Oh man, What else even happened today? Today was pretty, considering that Monday and Tuesday were intense, today was pretty, like, chill. We went to that vegan Mexican restaurant again, and it was pretty delicious. I got something different, because normally I get a burrito there. They're like Chipotle size. They're like burritos like that. I got a tostada instead this time, and it was alright. I could have done with more guacamole. And I was also sad because when you get the burrito, you get their salsa. I love places that actually have, like, spicy salsa. Their salsa is pretty spicy, and I was really sad because the tostada did not come with chips and salsa. I was like, no, I miss them. Oh, now I really want chips and salsa. What am I doing to myself? No! Ruining everything. I'm ruining my own state of mind right now. I haven't eaten, though. As though chips and salsa should count as dinner. Shh. Don't hate. Don't hate. It's chips and salsa. They're delicious. You know, you get your tortilla chips, and then you get your veggies, 'cause tomatoes. It doesn't count, does it? I don't think it counts. I would wind up eating so much of it that I really shouldn't have even attempted to eat it, is the problem. That's what would happen. Oh, goodness. I'm also seeing ants every now and then in my room, and I'm like, no. There have been a couple of times, I don't think I told you guys, there have been a couple of times where I've seen literally the beginning of the invasion, and I've been like, I was looking down, I just happened to be like really lost in thought, looking down this way, and saw an ant come out, and I was like, hey. And then I saw like 2 more come out, and then they started like forming a line, and I was like, what am I witnessing? This is insane. This is so crazy. I've never been here for this happening. This is crazy. So I promptly put a stop to that, but I was really excited about seeing it engage and being able to be like, no. I'll punch you with my powers. I don't want you in my room. And we're starting to see ants in our bathroom too, which means they might be coming up the drain. Ugh. Ro was saying that happens in her bathroom. No good. Do not want. But what can you do? What can you do against ants? There's so many ants out here. If you go on the curb to like get into a car, the entire curb has like 3 or 4 rows of ants going in opposite directions all the way along the curb. So sometimes when I get out of the car, when I walk into the house, there are ants that have crawled up onto my shoe on accident that will like crawl off and be like, why am I in a house? And they look really confused, and they're like walking around in circles, and you're just like, oh, I feel bad for you. Feel bad for you and your issues right now. You're away from your family forever. This is like a light year away now. Everything has gone wrong for you. I'm so sorry. That's how exciting my day was that we're talking about ants right now. Ants, 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 and more ants. I saw the picture of the coolest looking caterpillar today. It was like an insane looking caterpillar. It was probably on Reddit or something. That's probably where somebody got it before they linked it to me, but I was like, that caterpillar is insane. It was like see-through and then had orange bits on it. I was like, what is this? What is this crazy caterpillar? I was really excited about it. I kept staring at it. I was like, this is so cool. It felt like megabats all over again. When I discovered megabats, it was like, there was no going back. I wanted a megabat because they're the same size as me. What? They're so big. And the first time I saw them, I was like, that is photoshopped. They're real. Megabats are real. There's so many different kinds of megabats too. I was like, why are megabats a thing? Somebody awesome, somebody who read a lot of comic books decided we should call these megabats. And I love that person. Whoever you are, you did it right. I don't know who put you in charge. I don't know who was like, hey, do you want to like name this? Like, we have the really complicated name, but if you want to give it like, you know, a shorter, easier to ingest name, that would be great. He was like, Megabats? He was like reading Batman and was like, oh, do you want a name for Megabats? That's how it went down in my mind. In my mind, it was amazing. It was a dude who was super important, holed up in his room with just science everywhere, reading Batman. And somebody was like, we need a name for this. Yep. Somebody's gonna Wikipedia it or find out who came up with that name and debunk me, and I'll be really sad. Don't do it. Just let me live in my bubble. Just let me live in this magical bubble where he loved Batman. Batman. If you've seen Avengers, you should watch the How It Should Have Ended for Avengers, because it's great. If you've never seen those videos, they're like animated videos that are like, how this movie should have ended, and most of them are pretty funny. Sometimes they're hit and miss, but for the most part, I like them a lot. And the Avengers one, I was like, what are they gonna say? Because I actually really liked the way that Avengers ended. It was amazing. It was like, not amazing. Amazing isn't the right word. It was very humorous. I found it very humorous. I enjoyed it. So I think that you guys should watch it. Batman is in it. That's why I brought it up. So, yes. Is there anything else? Is there anything else left to talk about today? I don't think so. Now I'm just really hungry. I'm like preoccupied thinking about food and Megabats, so I'm probably gonna go and eat something. But I hope you guys had a good day, and I will talk to you again tomorrow. Okay, bye-bye. Mwah, mwah.